G'day everyone, it's Justin and Matt, two dads again from Brum, Australia, coming to you from a 2017 Hyundai Elantra SR Turbo. Now mate, I thought we'd have a drive of the Elantra Turbo because I quite like the way that they've done this car. It's in a conservative sedan body style, which, you know, if you're a dad or something that's been told by the Ministry of Finance to get out there and get yourself you've got 30 grand to spend, I want you to get a nice sensible car, but you're thinking, what can I get that actually gives me a little bit of fun?
Yeah.
Mate, this isn't too bad, is it?
This is definitely a good thing in that regard. It really is.
Yeah, it's surprising, isn't it? It's got a lot of nice little sporting touches. I mean, the first thing that springs to mind is that steering wheel, isn't it? It's got the flat bottom on it.
Yeah.
It's got the sports seats as well. I think it's electric with lumbar support on the left side.
Yeah.
Like you said, the outside of the car is actually, like, it's got subtle little sporting hints, hasn't it? Like, it's got a subtle body kit on it, 17-inch wheels, sports suspension as well, bigger brakes at the front to a standard Elantra as well, twin exhausts. So yeah, it's looking pretty good.
I like, actually, when we approached it earlier to set up, it looked expensive. It looked classy, it looked refined, and I liked it. I've put it in sport mode already, believe it or not.
Okay.
I know you're surprised about that, but
all right.
Or maybe not.
Mate, the Elantra is running 150 kilowatt 1.6 turbo. It's also got 265 newton meters of torque, but it's pretty low in the rev range, so it's actually quite torquey, sort of down low and mid range. Yeah, which is good. So
yeah, it feels sprightly from there. You go from low speeds, low revs. It picks up nicely.
Yeah,
out of corners.
Yeah,
and that was only part throttle.
Yep,
it definitely feels that.
It's kind of based on mechanically on the Veloster, which we had a drive of last year. One of the biggest difference, I suppose, with these two cars is that this one has been upgraded with a independent rear end suspension, whereas the Veloster had that torsion beam.
Yeah, I guess from a dynamic perspective, the steering feels good.
Yep,
it's responsive enough. The suspension is very good.
Yeah.
It seems to ride across well. It's been dampened very well.
Yeah.
Even over speed humps, it's not intrusive at all.
No.
And when I threw it into a roundabout earlier, you still feel connected to the road. And corner entry great, and exit seems like there's enough traction. So you can have lots of fun. And with the paddles, we throw it into manual mode. You've got the paddles on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
And it feels sporty. And that gearbox is pretty good.
And mate, like it's loaded with convenience features too. Like you're getting heated seats in the car as well, climate control, air conditioning, auto headlights, auto wipers, proximity key entry, and it actually hooks up to your boot too. So if you walk up to the boot, stand there for 3 seconds with the key in your pocket. Say if you've got your groceries or something, it'll pop the boot open by itself. Yeah.
So
the 7-inch touchscreen here. When I first had a look at it, I thought it's missing nav. It doesn't have navigation.
Yeah.
However, it has got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and stuff. So, if you've got Apple Maps on your phone or something, it'll hook straight up into that. You don't need nav. I think another thing to get it over the line with the family-friendly side of things too. I mean, the safety aspects of it. It's got 6 airbags. It's got ABS brakes. Rear camera is standard on the car too. Traction control, stability control. It's even got blind spot detection as well, rear traffic alert, front and rear parking sensors, 5-star NCAP rating. So, pretty safe car.
Tick.
Yep.
And the interior is actually pleasant. They've designed it really well. Feels nice in here.
I love how they've actually made like a darker interior too. Like this is all black.
Yeah.
So
it looks expensive.
Yeah, they've got this sort of fake carbon fibre here, but it looks pretty good. Doesn't it? It's not too bad, mate. The biggest thing I reckon is the value for money aspect. The price on this thing is $28,990 for a manual. That's the list price. You pay an extra $2,300 for the VST. which brings it up to 31,290. So, you know, around about that 30 grand mark. It's a lot of car for the money, isn't it?
It's hard to believe.
Yeah.
It really is hard to believe that all the features it has and the way it drives.
Yep. Mate, I think people just have to get away from that, you know, Hyundai sort of thing, haven't they? Like, it's a good car, this car. Like, you know.
Their brand has evolved exceptionally well.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the days of those old XLs is over. Like,
exactly.
if they can build a car like this is bloody good value for money.
Yeah.
Okay, mate. You've had a drive of the new Elantra SR Turbo.
Yeah.
Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, it's surprising. It's understated, but the styling cues work.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the subtle touches. It drives well.
Yep.
And I would challenge anyone to find a car at that price point with all those features that is also on the fun side to drive as well. I don't think it's possible to find anything better for that price.
I agree with you, mate. It's really good value for money.
Yeah.
And mate, I reckon, you know, if you know, the Ministry of Finance sent you a challenge to get out there, find a nice, sensible sedan for $30,000 or ish.
Yeah.
And you came back with one of these, I tell you what, you'd fill that brief, but also you would have had a bit of fun too. It's a good car. It's a good fun car to drive.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. And I can't believe all the features that it has as well.
At that price,
At that price.
Yeah.
The price just blows me away, how they can do that.
Yeah.
And it looks good. I like it from pretty much all the angles as well. And it's all relative, right? So you've got a price point. It ticks all those boxes. It really does.
Yeah, and mate, I reckon like that X Factor question, mate, I'd look back at this.
Yeah. Well, I did. So I do, and I will.
Okay, all right. Well, I just want to put a great big thank you out there to Hyundai Australia for the loan of the Elantra SR today. And I guess we'll see you next time.
Yep.
See you later.
Bye.